Vitamin D protects against respiratory infections by building antimicrobial peptides in the lungs. This explains why colds and flu are most common in the winter. We get most of our vitamin D from the sun. It can also protect against asthma attacks that are triggered by respiratory viruses and pollution. And I have the references here. Picture of the vitamin D that I use. And obviously the greatest source of I'm not wearing sunscreen right now, so if I go outside right now and this is where I get most of my vitamin D. You know, it's wonderful, and the sun is amazing. The sun is amazing. We get our vitamin D from food sources like beef liver, fish oils, egg yolks, which I eat plenty of. So I'm pretty sure my vitamin D intake is low. As you can see, I had a session already this morning, and I've sanitized. You know, I follow the same system every day until everyone gets vaccinated and we have herd immunity. As I was watching last night on CNN, Dr. Fauci was being interviewed by Cuomo, and it was a lot of good information. But anyways, I got to give credit is due. There's a person that I follow, that I subscribe to on YouTube. His name is Dr. Berg, and he follows the intermittent fasting, and he talks about just eating vegetables and proteins and stuff. And I really think that he has a lot of good information. He has a lot of good stuff about vitamin D, and you should tune into his page, his channel on YouTube. But anyways, people who I read and I took notes of it, but you know, I have a degree in nutrition, so I'm very aware of all these things. But anyways, if you have a vegan diet, you're obese, you have body mass index of greater than 30, or you have diseases such as Crohn's, celiac disease, cystic fibrosis. Now, you remember one of my episodes, I talk about inflammation in the small intestine caused from eating gluten-containing foods, wheat, rye, and barley products. And that's one of the reasons why I talked about it, because vitamin D you can have malabsorption of vitamin D, which is really important. You know, and as we age, sometimes our kidneys cannot convert vitamin D. So, and also dark skin. With me, see, I'm dark. I have more melanin than some people, and so it reduces the ability to make vitamin D when you have darker skin. So if you have low blood levels of vitamin D, you have higher chances of cardiovascular disease, cognitive impairment, severe asthma in children, and cancer. So there's a lot of stuff, you know, that has to do with vitamin D. Vitamin D is really important. It's a very, very important vitamin. It's a fat soluble vitamin, so you can overdose in it too. So you know, you want to make sure that you consume adequate amounts, but don't overdo it, because you can overdose in it. But anyways, vitamin D does prevent type 1, type 2 diabetes. It does prevent glucose. It does cause hypertension if you have a deficiency, glucose intolerance, multiple sclerosis, and there's just a lot of things about it that are important. So vitamin D is really a vitamin that I would not stop taking, and it's important. And getting that sunlight, you know, I know a lot of you use the sunscreen because you're afraid of getting skin cancer, but if you have to use sunscreen, then you want to make sure that your diet is adequate in beef liver, egg yolks, fish oils, and stuff. Make sure you get enough of that in your diet. And there's a test that you can take to know whether or not you have a low vitamin D. It's called 25-hydroxy vitamin D test. You can go to a doctor and get that tested. 20 to 50 nanograms per milliliter is considered adequate. Anything below 12 is deficient. So they might put you on a vitamin program to get them adequate again. So again, vitamin D is important, and you know, it's important. It's an important vitamin. And vitamin C, I talk about vitamin C, how I believe vitamin C is the most important vitamin of our diet, water soluble, but vitamin D is up there as well. So guys, we got to stay strong and stay alert, and keep doing what we can do to stay healthy. Okay, we're getting closer and closer to getting more vaccinations out there, and I believe in you, and I believe in this country, and let's just keep doing what we're doing. You know, keep alert, and God bless you. Okay, bye.